Hello, we'll use this video to show how to perform an import from ZohoBooks starting from the Tax1099.com dashboard. Click the Import menu and then ZohoBooks to begin. Select the tax year, then enter your ZohoBooks credentials and click Next. If this is the first import for the year, you will not see this pop up. It only applies when there is saved data from a previous import for this company. Choose OK to start with a fresh data set from ZohoBooks or Cancel to use the saved data. The edit grid displays. Look for errors indicated by red dots. A yellow dot would indicate the entity or payer has at least one vendor who has missing or invalid data. Green dots mean all the information is valid for e-filing. Any vendor you want to create a 1099 for needs to have a green dot next to the name. We have errors on each record listed here. You can download the errors and the data by clicking the Download Error List Excel button. When working with multiple records with errors, you can use the filter icon in the flag column heading to only view records with errors. Let's first correct the error on the payer level. We can see the information is missing for city, state, and zip code. Correct the missing information and click Update. Now my payer displays with a yellow dot, indicating there are errors in the vendor records. We can fix those next. For each vendor with a red dot, click on the vendor's name or modify their information for the box value or 1099 category if that is what is missing. In the two cases here, there is information missing from the vendor record. The first vendor needs to have a state selected. Once I update the vendor record, I'll see a green dot for that vendor indicating the information is good. My second vendor has much more missing information, and I'll replace that here. Now we no longer have any errors on our page. You can use the Edit button to change the box amount or the box category for an individual record. Or you can select multiple vendor records and use the Apply to Selected Recipients in order to change box numbers for multiple recipients at the same time. When the updates are complete, you can export the data to Excel. Then you can move forward with the process by selecting the applicable vendors and clicking Next. You have a Select All option in case you have multiple pages of vendors that need to be selected at one time. If you do not use the Select All and you do have a lot of vendors, you may want to use the option here to change the number of records that display per page. On the Select Forms page, use the Schedule All Vendor e-file button to choose the date to send the information to the agencies. You can delay the e-file up to March 31st, 2015 to give yourself extra time to make changes to the filing information without having to issue a corrected or an amended form. You can change the date for all the vendors at once, or you can use the individual option here to schedule for specific vendors. On this page, you can also choose the delivery method, email or mail, to send copies to the recipients. If you want to print and mail the forms yourself, make no selection in those columns. 10 matching is available here to help prevent penalties for mismatched taxpayer ID and name combinations. State filings to non-combined federal state filing states can also be chosen here if applicable. You can view a preview copy or delete forms at this point as well. Select the vendors you want to create forms for and click Next. This message indicates that you have opted to print and mail 1099 forms yourself and that you can use the Manage Forms screen later to produce the PDFs or to change your selection and email or use our Postal Service mailing. Enter your payment details here and click Pay Now. We will send you a confirmation email and a receipt for the payment. Email copies go into our queue to be sent as soon as possible. Mailed copies go out within 24 hours. You can check the status of the copies from the dashboard. We've now completed the steps to bring ZohoBooks data into Tax1099.com.